react to the richest channel. 10 nations that you won't exist in 100 years. Let's get into the video. And the richest description will be down below. The channel will be down below, so just pop up and subscribe and like the channel.
Many powerful countries have fallen throughout the ages, and just because we are in the 21st century, this doesn't mean our nations are permanent fixtures. Though most of the time nations are divided and conquered by their enemies, these countries have other issues when it comes to staying united. From the threats of rising sea levels to cultural and ethnic divisions, these are 10 nations that might not exist in 100 years. The Netherlands. The effects of climate change have been devastating to tropical islands. When it comes to European countries, though, it may be hard to imagine the damage. The majority of the Netherlands is right at or 1 meter above sea level. Because of this, global warming has become a real threat to the survival of the nation. The Netherlands has been fighting the rising sea levels by expanding their dikes upwards. Regardless of the dikes keeping the sea out, they are prone to floods, which can also leave the Netherlands saturated underwater. North Korea. Considering North Korea has been under the dictatorship of the Kim dynasty since the 1940s, it's only a matter of time until the nation implodes. There have been talks of several military coups that have been kept out of the media. Many pundits believe North Korea will end its dictatorship under the weight of suspicion and backstabbing of high-ranking officials. The good news for North Korea, when the Kim dynasty is finally overthrown, South Korea is willing to repair the damage caused by the Kim family and unite as one nation. Belgium. Though it is the home of the UN, Belgium may not be united as a nation in 100 years. The country is divided by a clash of ethnicity between the two halves that make up the population of Belgium. The two ethnic groups, Flanders and Wallonia, are so different they don't even share the same language. The Wallonia population is French-speaking and want to form a union with France or gain their own independence, while the Flanders population just want complete independence. Many have speculated that Belgium will split into two countries, Wallonia and Flanders, within the next 20 years. Maldives. For everyone who thinks global warming isn't real, just take a look at the Maldives. The island nation located between India and Africa are in real danger of sinking. The threat has become so dire that the former president looked into buying land in South Asia to transport the population if sea levels continued rising. If these conditions continue, the Maldives could be the first nation to disappear due to global warming, and it could happen as early as year 2085. The United Kingdom. You may be surprised to see the United Kingdom on the list, but the UK is actually a union of many different countries. Scotland had a failed independence movement in 2014, which would have had them breaking away from the UK. In the summer of 2016, the UK decided to break away from the European Union. The problem with this is not every country in the UK voted to leave the EU. There are chances that these countries will try to gain independence from the UK and re-enter the EU. Though it will be a long process, it is completely possible that the United Kingdom will dissolve in the next 20 years. Iraq. Iraq has been in warfare since the 9/11 attacks. With the capture and execution of Saddam Hussein, who kept the country together through brute force, Iraq has been deeply divided. The rise of the Islamic State group ISIS has brought attention to this division, and it's pretty clear that the country is falling apart. Iraq is divided into 3 groups: the Sunnis, Kurds, and Shiites, which are all unlikely to unite as one country. It's more possible that Iraq will eventually collapse and create 3 different countries in the process. Kiribati. Kiribati is the home of the protected Phoenix Islands and is considered the epitome of tropical island paradise. Anyone wanting to visit this nation better do so quickly, because rising sea levels have already claimed 2 of its islands. If the sea levels keep rising, much of the nation will be covered in water, and the remaining won't be able to sustain life. Appeals have already been made by Kiribati's president to New Zealand and Fiji to start accepting Kiribatian evacuees as permanent refugees. Spain.
But man, water, man, you got kids there.
When economic crisis hit Spain in 2008, it did so much damage that the country has been on edge of collapse ever since. The unemployment was at 24% in January of 2015 and has had little improvement as of fall 2016. If this wasn't enough, Spain also has division amongst its population. The Catalonia region in western Spain has been planning independence with a lot of support from the public. There is even a terrorist-led region in north of Spain, the Basque region, which is trying to gain support for their own independence. If Spain doesn't resolve its economic issues and these regions get their independence, chances are its years as a nation are numbered. The United States.
Damn!
It's no surprise that the United States is a nation divided. There have been deep-seated cultural and political issues dividing the North and the South since the Civil War. In 2012, all 50 states received petitions from hundreds of thousands of citizens demanding their states secede from the Union. If the U.S. doesn't figure out a way to keep their states united, there is a chance that the states will end up seceding, with Texas and Alaska being the most likely to leave first. China. Just because China has one of the strongest economies and a powerful military doesn't mean they are safe from a possible collapse in the next 100 years. China has a huge pollution problem. The pollution is so bad that according to World Bank, 250,000 Chinese citizens die prematurely every year. It's also predicted by the Chinese government that the country will run out of drinkable water by 2030. If China doesn't literally clean up their pollution problem, chances of them making it past the year 2050 is looking pretty dismal. What are your thoughts on this topic? Leave us your comments down below because we want to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe to The Richest for more fascinating videos daily. Thank you for watching.
Spain still. I didn't ever thought Spain would, be collapsing. That shit. Alright, man, that's The Richest channel. Check them out at The Richest. I mean, it's not just one person, it's more people, because that's what I learned. I thought it was just one person, but it's a lot of people. There's more than one, so I learned it by watching Flight. But anyway, The Richest channel will be in the description below. Just, like the video, subscribe. I want to at least get like 100, whatever, man. I mean, I'm grateful that I could get whatever I can. Alright, so let's get it, and everything be in the description below, so let's just boom the fuck out of here. Alright, peace.